First, on behalf of the University of Arkansas, I would like to thank you for taking your time out of your day to come and sit with us and share your stories with us.
Okay,
Okay. We will start with an easy question. How old are you?
He was 56-year-old.
Okay. Where are you from?
He is from Ladakh in Indian regions.
Okay. Could you tell me about when you came from Ladakh to India?
In 1974, he came here.
And when did you decide to become a monk and why?
Geshe became a monk when he was coming here 3 years before he became a monk in Ladakh. After 3 years he came here, and because he wanted to be a monk with his wishes, nobody forced, there's nobody, parents, brothers, nobody forced to become Geshe. His wishes, he loves to be a monk.
Okay. How old were you when you came to the monastery and decided to become a monk?
Where, in here or Ladakh?
Here.
When he was 15, he came here.
Have you noticed any differences between Ladakhi culture and Tibetan culture?
Yeah, this is mostly similar, but our language is also similar, and cloth is a little bit different between Tibetan and Ladakhi. Yet monks are totally same with Ladakhi monks and Tibetan monks, same dresses.
Was it easy to get along with the people here because of the similarities of your cultures?
Ladakh region, Ladakh region is not well. I got body region, you must get an aconia money, region, and Dulces will I can't take another chance of Kazuskimana.
Missile them and the scat was very scat chosen away and go scat tang was so some person to scalpo Ramate the law formats of the two she can't say.
Yeah, Geshe said that he faced little bit difficult between languages. Actually, Ladakhi language is also part of Tibetan languages, body language. Yeah, there's a kind of similar, other like some are different. Because of that, so I guess I felt a little bit problem with language here.
Okay. Could you describe attending school at the monastery?
Yeah, in our university there's 17 classes, and 17 classes. There's a 5 major tracks. These 5 major tracks divided by 17 classes. Yeah, first one 4, 7, and middle way 4, 3, and Dua is called Dua. I don't know in English. Dua 4, 3, and Zod. It's name of Zod for 2. Total 17 classes in our university. Then
로존 조단 쓰잖아.
단대 더
지단 로존 조단 labra janma online samma ko jinda jik chago san ko. Iro suzu gigan dota suzu karu chana tizu chana. Lojon josa oda dota samanyam boy.
Yeah, actually other schools and other university they should go to particular lessons, particular teacher, like classroom. They all classmates have to go through one teacher. But in here, there's not necessary to go one teacher. Individual wishes to go searching every other teachers and other teachers.
You can pick your classes and who
Not
teaches
no
you?
classes.
Oh, okay.
In teachers.
Okay.
There's so many teachers in one class.
Oh, okay.
So
I
many
didn't know
teachers.
that.
It's depend on you. There's no necessary to one teacher. In like one classes might be have a 9, 10, 11, 15 teachers in one classes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's depend on you. But other schools have to must one teacher in a one time at classroom. There's not necessary to go like that.
Okay.
And then
Was there a particular teacher who inspired you a lot?
you Gisela. Yeah, you know, any particular mixing in gigan zuyo dale.
Majang anma chunjo galagan tudan durjang aja gigan tencho dosi sumye friends.
Yeah, when he was young with Geshe Thupten Rabge, there's three particular teachers. Three particular Geshe Thupten Rabge with him. There's a three particular special teacher for them.
Ote gyangun porn Geshe sardema Geshe control center samgi me yak tizu in ostana chi government cha sunjo san yongan tizu.
Yeah, all these three teachers coming from Tibet, and they become a Geshe in Tibet, and they're very famous and they're very scholar. So also one also one teacher and what one teacher also going through with Dalai Lama, and he hears Dalai Lama's teaching too.
Oh, wow. So he was taught by someone who got to speak to the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Could you describe the process of becoming a Geshe?
And gang chuna the Geshe process means
process na rimba chine.
Nirang Geshe cha rimba ne tatola ne nudu na was gazu Geshe skyoten.
Geshe nam tamu zata.
The Geshe tangdang sa rimba sa
Gande chaga yime.
gande chagime.
And the Geshe tazana lo sam jik jose te sangma choste te tina gilu gyuto different tena banjik sonte te tina kurang Geshe kazu sire tena zola sonte.
Yeah. And just before Geshe might be Geshe Thupten Rabge told you at that time, he finished 17 classes in this university. After that, there's a 6 years should go Giligutos. It called Gilupa examinations. It's for Geshe Haramba. First Geshe, high level Geshe is needed for high level Geshe. So also he joined with that examination, 6-year examinations. After that finished, he became a Geshe.
How many years in all does that take?
The chasam don't be in logasus in a nasa. So it took 22 years to become a Geshe.
Okay. Do you have to be a monk or a nun to become a Geshe?
And Geshe tangala and Geshe cha inji minji bomo and chawada ani dina google ves.
Geshe tang gilu usually the trim shirt japa. Then I give up almost soon and dig the
Yeah, actually, Gelupa vows should written that is it not necessary to become a monk and nun to be a Geshe. That written by it's whoever lay people or monks or nun have to it should get chance to Geshe.
Law of the Gilu Union defines to anybody can become Geshe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Subayan, Trabaman can Geshe, Tanganda, that's Majungan of Senos. Because each of thing that do Geshe, you to do, but Traba may use it.
Yeah, until now they haven't Geshe become a Geshe without monks and nun until now. Also after became Geshe, they become a robe, some are lay people. So it's possible. But now, it's never become a Geshe like already.
Not yet happened.
Not get heaven.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you teach?
Yeah, he teaches 5 major texts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
What we call 5 major virgin.
Yeah, Parchin, Professional Wisdom Sutra,
Professional Wisdom Sutra,
Dua,
middle way, Vinaya,
Sema, or called Namdil, called, Velar Carnation,
yeah.
Uma, middle way philosophy.
So he teaches 5 major texts.
And Abhidhamma, metaphysics.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. How many students do you have?
Okay, he didn't count about his students. Possibly he think like that more than 100 students.
Is there any particular lesson that that was meaningful to you that you hope to impart to your students? What is a very important lesson to you?
네, 믹스기 네 달로 생각을 해지 고래서 기시다라서 그러.
롭트리 제대잖아요. 롭트리 제가 롭센나네.
믹스기로 생각해야.
닝든 답어지기 롭트리 잡아야는 닝든 강가서 뒤는 닝든 답을 잡아야나. 냥든 잡아야나 컨디저스 송로지나.
알레다 비자이 튼다 더든 상로 당당 컨디지간 두일로.
네.
때나주 나다 대사카라. Tegwa chimbe yung lectures ka diyo gani yung bo sisa sinichwa nos. Utina sangno chidande rangdan shenyi ginani yan be ke chimbo imbe tola sangno tango shisi kawa nom. Tiola tabshi zo wengi zirkyawasi.
Tegwa chimbo.
According to Mayan tradition and to teach students to benefit for other sentient beings. According to do so, focus on 2 major subjects. One is called method, second is called wisdom.
So wisdom
and
method and wisdom.
There's 2 ways I have to study.
Condensed level, method and wisdom. Method means level of compassion. Wisdom means intellect level.
Like emptiness,
realization of ultimate truth.
Okay. Is there any wisdom you have to share with students like us who are here to learn from you? What should we take away from this experience?
인견 콘서라 믹스기다 셰라기 토네로 wisdom side 셰라기 찰라에네 이 모두를 소외되는 데서 믹스기 콘서라
다지 kan tuwatanskana daji lagu samdeal.
He wanted to, before you are asking questions, he wished to talk about that. He wished to.
Tandangi lawana jinganzu lobjun chedela tapse do ni res. Samlo tanda tabdan sirap. Denani tawe golle tanda nganzu ngadang ngaranzu
이 벽이 다 송지다.
nganzu suina kamsa suina.
나서
수수 룽아 이순 상마. 셴라 마템바 나가지양 매버도 지요레스.
Yeah. In here there's 2 ways, wisdom sides and love compassion sides. So human beings, all human beings dependable each others. There's no human beings without depending each other in this all sentient beings. Like our body, it depends on our parents. Because of parents, so we prepare our body.
이제라야 살롱야 침부 차야 돼. 미 셴발 때는 연구를 배나 파마기 마다니 주주지 슬라이나 부촌좀 맞아이나 배 시도하기 잠된데래.
Also it grow up depending with other like parents care, and if parents doesn't care well, might be dead with quickly. Because of it depends to parents, like small child also. Also we get study depend from other person, like teacher. Education, yeah. We didn't get education without dependable. We get clothes depend from other. We get from other. It's depend on others to get clothes.
세상은 가래이는 비 삼로 마당네 마랑 소소 벤조에 롭종에 남주에 여베이나 나타 란제표와 인다고 삼로 쿠르어에 되이나야 samlo sapsar dana ranja pe chiga me whatever chigres.
Yeah, again.
And we often thinking mistakenly, we feel like we succeed in our wealth, money, power, but reality is nothing can be gained without depending on others.
It's dependent on other everything.
Tinza shambadi be rangla kechiwa imba de samlo stana ngone imba dorji rabje pe tuya chi yare.
So
If you deep think, and others are
precious
and much precious than anything, and we totally depend on others.
then we notice that others really precious to us.
Maranzu soso kaze kechimbo inna ku michigran chiri. Shambasi du rangdang rangla chinche da chada cha deres.
If you think I'm a precious, if you are alone, we depend in person, other so many person. There's a very precious. All are precious. If you think you oneself, there's only one you precious. If there are other thing, there's a lots of people. They're very precious than you. Suppose I'm a monk. Yeah, there's in our monks in our Buddhism. There's a 3 level. First, second, third level. No.
Tenani kuran lobjong masho de jibu chung de megi jugum sudim se ji ten tenani mangje be simje shen de yongwa shada yes.
With their 3 levels or 3 capacities, and it leaves in a small capacity as practitioner to not harm other living being, and totally based on understanding the concept of karma is the most important part. The medium capacity is to individual can intend to enlighten. The high capacity is to reach Buddhahood for benefit of other sentient beings. These things are practitioners can dedicate, devote to themselves, belongs to what category they can practice within that category.
So all these are depend from others. Yeah. Actually, it takes too much long to describe these kind of things. I hope all of you disciple of Geshe might be Geshe always taught you, so it not necessary to take much time to describe.
That is understandable.
Yeah.
Okay.
ngaram solip sunno chegen dezo ya ngaram ju chedan dewa chedan ji nurchu ji tone yongwa mangcha de chujo ni shen de kya ne ma dan le dan le gyunde nam sha yore de samlo madan na sidile ina dewa chedan da kudur chedan ji madri ji ni madri wech ni yongwa mangcha.
With sometimes we struggle within the benefit of other is sometimes struggle with it due to whether we have concept of animosity to other living being. If deep down we're thinking these things are appearance within our karmic imprint, karmic deeds, if we are capable, these things are incredible instrument to individual can generate compassion, love, art from our enemies. These things, the essence of the monasteries teach. Individual can generate compassion, tolerance to others.
You saw Mons, he is very poor. He physically looks like very poor, but his mind and things are very high level like this.
Is it your value for education what led you to want to become a Geshe?
Sorry?
What made you want to become a Geshe?
Thank you. Geshe chala and that's in Tando, in Goko, so Garado in your cosmos.
Tendegi Ringtan Yabatone, Tendegi Ringtan Yabatong Chene, and Golonda with the Rang Geshe Chago, Golonda with the Chumbari.
Lenganzude ende samlo tendege gishe paya gi migi dawatan tambu tendege yo marina tende jinganzu nga tambole do ke singe man nga do pa do ke sere dende da che kan de Geshe re sai jela man do message samlo de kormanyo.
And he says, nobody can think that far as well we are non-educated. When he come to Ganden Monastery, don't even speak Tibetan languages, and it don't have that kind of understanding level what value of the Geshe. But it takes time to reach up to Geshe level. Until you reach Geshe level, you don't see value of the Geshe.
And he's also Geshe level.
Could you explain the different levels of the Geshe degree?
And Geshe Laram Chungar Karam Mangojiro. This way Kabato and Jejina Rosans.
Chidan Geshe Real Chabe Peja Chazan Jitago rest. Ina de Judrum Manunji Tonichi Younger.
Yeah. These 3 part Geshes we should finish the all examinations. But there's a difference between more examination for a Geshe Haramba and less for a middle and less for a third. It's dependable.
Okay.
Yeah, if you not question, he want to answer without question.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Zamulin Kawaii na Angel Jagai na America Sidu Shuji Lumba Yerge Yobata, Mitezo, Samlo Shete, Toyo, Sangre.
We always think like that. Foreigner people, especially USA, they are very high level, and the place are very nice, and everything is very
and a perception of the understanding of the America at other side of the world is American people are very intellectual and very highly thinking and financial wealth, and living with a wonderful nation. Those things we have people outside of the United States, people have those kind of conceptions, perception of the Americans.
Yeah.
Chirandu dinde chinangi tunji yobanashi samlope gyachimbo china issue drojena issue yang randan shinyi ne shen to che labja yongore namba ina thina shin yongore kirandu samlo den gyachimbo ji mit samala yoyore de shuk chimbo ji yona smulin kurang lope labjur tuyagi dinde ngazo rewakhagi.
And it's a wonderful habit, financial wealth, powers, fames. But most important is intellectual level. You have a compassion, love. Those things are much more benefit as a world, and hoping as a Western, as American, can much more emphasize, with least balance to be not only by external value, also making value of internal values.
Japan is the Mount Zedon number in a Chugi Logic Tony. Ima America is Japan la di Bam Joni, no the Shuji chair of that. Did in a Japan give me the America consider never do it.
He was very impressed, during the World War. Even American bomb to Hiroshima and Japan. If you go to Japan, and it doesn't seem like any Japanese people hate to the Americans due to the bomb. So those things are a concept of the value of the insight rather than living with the traumatic incidents. Even Nelson Mandela himself, his background the Christians, he value for others most important himself. So therefore, even he was in the jail, outside the jail, he been through a lot of treasure, a lot of difficult time. He never lived with the traumatic incidents.
America, Kuyang Botan Jetson the Tony. This is a young word in a reward, Chevajula, Trubati, Caligale, Ye Dreaji, and Ye Mayor and Chadu.
As intellectual like all of you are now, study, and he deeply believes you will become much more effective in the environment in the world you're living in. His hobby is eventually you become more compassionate and more tolerant to others rather than retaliate with the best on others you experience with other people.
But then America Robert was a chido, Tinzoyang, Zambulin G. Carretla, what that. Todam maybe middle. Jiong is some Jachimbo Yuvachi Tony Chiba Yumba, some of the day my imba Jago mixing a paper, the American Yamani, Trogo, and Shiva Yimbe, and charging it Tony, my imba J. Loss or never Tony Imba, some year.
Even, American been very nice to Tibetans many years, but I truly believe not just for Tibetans issue, also globally Americans are more contributing in a global welfare for others. Those are the really essence of the value of the American. Being American, you can make it this possible.
Gengi Trajendo is married, the country. Yamtudan Yansen City, Triade, Kiranzolang, and the region, the Amjo Gods and Mayba Migi, Tony, Kevin G. or Anzola in a Kiranzo. Tony Divagi, Sambani, which had and Tindigi, some Cornichella, some year.
He deeply believed, and as me, bring every other year a student to this kind of places. These things deeply impact on education for students. Not only that, they can become Tibetans or monks become much more closer, not living with the distance with it, and mutual benefit both the student like you. And also benefit for monks, those living in this area, like himself, become much more closer, much more benefit for both.
Very much at our Sundu. Shulu Penjun and Miri Penjun, the Tarimbo Madevich, Tuni Penjun, Geshe shares in a tiny Chagirism, the day Galogi Cheshiji, rest some year. As
His Holiness often, giving lectures and advice to the world, it's very important to. As we living in a world has living with a close each other rather than distance in me versus others. So I truly believe this message is the same as Dalai Lama has given to us. We following his messages.
Kiranzo samno gechamba insan government call of the hagu gire siwaji kuyang bodan siwaji yore samme hagu kiranzo and king.
Most of you probably know. His Holiness lecture in advice to the world is much more broader, much more wider, not as much as narrow as what we think ourselves. And he says, you come to this kind of places, sacrifice yourself, go through a lot of difficult time. But hoping you can learn something out from this kind of trip, and that's he's really hoping for that.
America motoring and like AB and Kajan lawyer to the Injingaya, yes, that on the early KMSC to
Before he come to United States as myself, and he says, his English is better than me. Now he don't know himself how to write his own in handwriting in addresses.
No, he's translated to him.
Again, to the Simdo Spitures, Karena, Tugure, Digru, saying Yaman Lavius, when a Simshu in Bajinga, Muslim Tongue.
He says, often I said to him, when we grow up together, I said to him all the time, everything's possible. He says, believe his power of the mind can achieve anything. He says, as me, as a good example for power of mind.
Chigel Tanganzu, Jagal, then the Jurumacha, Chigel, Chigel guitar, Chidan Samno, Tandan, Truden, Chidan, the Karena, Sama, Kingeris. In a Truden, you don't like to judge this grocery.
Even though I've been in the United States a long time, and even he sees around in incredible, benefit for health issues. He sees a little bit, I'm behind my health. he truly believed maybe you can inspire him to become much more healthier physically or maybe psychologically.
And she alone loved again now Miller loved under now the something Pendo in just and Kadin again some way like he
says he very proud of me as teaching Western world than other human being. He truly truly proud of what I do, what I achieve during my short period of time. He really truly wish you guys can continue to maintain and hard work and to bring more peace in this world and yourself in a surrounding environment. You have a last question?
No, that concludes my questions. I am very grateful to you for sitting down with me. I really appreciate it.